JD back to winning ways, and that dressing room must be a very, very happy place to be right now.
Yeah, it's a relief at the end of that, because obviously missing the penalty and then going behind from a goal that we seem to concede quite regularly this season, which is just a bit of a sort of a free goal. The only place it could have scored is, and it's gone in there, and Callum can't get to it. So for a time we were sort of thinking, is it going to be another one of them? But I think we had enough about us to go and win that game comfortably regardless. Obviously it was a little setback missing the penalty from Nathan, but personally I was confident that we were going to go and win the game regardless. Having said that, the second half performance was the other side of the coin from the first half performance. It became more like we fought for the win. Everybody wanted to win the game. Every player on the pitch got into a little battle of winning everything that they did, and then that's when it started to turn. So yeah, it's a good feeling when you get into something as full on as we did in the second half and come out victorious.
And obviously prior to going behind in that first half, Frankie's at the bar. Nathan's missed the penalty, or had his penalty saved, sorry. Their keeper's also made a couple of good saves. When their goals gone in, what was kind of your thoughts on the touchline?
It was similar to when we missed the penalty, because we've had two setbacks in the first half there. I wanted us to keep probing, keep being positive and not let that affect us, because you can get down after missing a big chance like a penalty and then get even more down from conceding. Just to continue to try and be positive, but it's very difficult sometimes when you can feel almost like you feel the game slipping away from you a little bit. And to be honest, half time was needed really to reset and go again. And there was some stern words said in there from Michael, but sometimes you need that as well. You need a little. Sometimes as a person you might need that a little bit. You don't always need an arm around you. You need a little bit of telling that it's not good enough, and that can sometimes spur you on a little bit.
You certainly got that response in the second half. I think it was 8 minutes in where Jamie equalised, and you could feel the whole momentum changing the game, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was. You could, totally could, and his finish was excellent. To be fair, and Jamie's been brilliant today. That's one of the best performances I've seen from him. Really, he's not had a lot of chances, but he's won a lot of headers. He's been a real presence up front, and he's been tidy with what he's done. And then his finish was excellent. He's disappointed to not get 90, which just puzzles me for a number of reasons, but he didn't get brought off because of his performance. But then we just went from strength to strength then, and I think that's when they started to go a little bit, and then it totally changed the other way.
The whole attacking presence in that second half was evident. Obviously Mikey's got the second goal. Kev's got probably, and you'll agree, a much needed goal for himself, and he's turned it on in them final stages. A moment of brilliance on this right hand flank, and then Mikey's got his second of the afternoon and just wrapped up the whole performance. Yeah,
I think Mikey was brilliant today, to be honest. I think I would have given potentially, because of his overall performance, I think he probably just pipped Jamie to it. I think Kev was a lot better towards the end of the game, that's 10-15. But he was very quiet the first half. I think he just seemed quite quiet today, but little bits of brilliance there have added to the goals. And you don't win a game in the first 45 minutes, do you? It's down to the full 90 or 94, whatever it was today. And we got stronger and stronger. There were certain performances out there which just got better and better. Dan Mack started reasonably well, but as the game went on, he got better and better and better. As an example, I think Kev got better and better. I think it massively helped him that he scored, because then he got confident. And when he's got nothing to lose and he's feeling confident and good, and you can see it the way that he plays. He doesn't have to prove anything. He just goes and does it. It's almost like a little bit of arrogance, and then he becomes the best version of himself. Whereas the first half he was playing within himself a little bit, so that was good for him as well. And as we talk about Mike, he got what he deserved with his 2 goals.
And that'll give the lads a huge boost in confidence going against league leaders Liversedge next week, which is a massive game for the side, isn't it? That
second half is one of the first times this season where we've performed like we have done in the last 3 or 4 years, where we've been good attacking, we look creative, we look like we can score from anywhere, we look like we create loads of chances. we look like we're on top of the other team at all times. That's the first time this season that that's the best we've looked. Now, I'm not going to say anything about the opposition. I talk about us, how good we were, and that can only breed the success to get us, maybe potentially kickstart us into performances, and the results follow the performances, don't they? But Liverpool, they're absolutely flying, but we're a very good team. If anybody's going to beat them, aside from Mask, I wouldn't be surprised if it does.